Hi Amber, how you doing? Okay, before it starts again, I just kind of want to say they're doing some work right outside my studio window right here. They're tearing up some concrete, so it's going to get really loud and obnoxious in a second. So I apologize for that. Love the writing, love the description and the conceptual setup. Fantastic. I did not know this. I did not know that's what this was about. The sea turtle. So this is fantastic. Really, really good. Um, I'm really impressed at the way you drew inspiration from something that has recently happened to you. That's just fantastic. I love it. All right, let's go to your compositions. Okay, these are really done very, very well. I think you've really paid attention here. This one I think is out because it's there's just too much. It's too much. It's too busy. It's you can't really the background, this gorgeous background, has become taking a very, very much a secondary place in the typography, partially because of the dark box behind the type, but also because of the visual demands created on this H right here. So the background becomes secondary. So we don't have a real healthy relationship between the background, the form of the shapes of the background, and the typography in the foreground. I think the same can be said for this one a little bit. This one, what's kind of bugging me about this one is that there's not a real organic relationship between the type and the background. So you're talking about a very, very deeply personal conceptual development, and I think that what you're talking about is very organic in nature. So I think one of these two typefaces for two reasons. Number one, they seem to visually represent Hawaii more so than these. And they definitely have more of an organic feel, which I think ties a more kind of a complete conceptual relationship between the type and the sea turtles. So that's fantastic. Out of these two, I think this is the strongest. I love it. I really do. A couple of things I would recommend here moving forward. Okay. Experiment with color. Try white. See how that works. If you use white, you may not need that screened box in the background. I'm not particularly sold on that. I'm not a fan of placing boxes behind typography because it kind of separates the type from the background as opposed to having a nice healthy symbiotic relationship between the type and the background. Do you see what I'm saying? The type should work with the background, not be placed on top of the background. I hope that makes sense. So try to work out some details there. This is a nice relationship right here. This decorative typeface with this graphic design company. I think that's a nice relationship right there. Streamlining your graphic design needs. This seems to be really squished in there. And I'm just not sure if that's a great tagline for Honu Graphic Design Company. Streamlining your graphic design needs. It seems like really wordy. A lot of letters there are getting squished together. And the kerning here is so tight that if we back out even just a little, we can no longer read it. So that is a problem. I would recommend revisiting that area, if not removing it altogether or trying to come up with another tagline that's not quite so wordy, not quite so congested, as it were. Okay, so those are my recommendations. Now, that doesn't mean you can't move forward in the direction that you feel the most passionate about. Please do if that's how you feel. But I definitely, see what I mean then? So I definitely think that that's your strongest composition moving forward. All right. Any questions at all, please let me know. But I'm looking forward to this progressing. Thank you very much, Amber.